Einen wunderschönen willkommen zum heutigen Abend. Willkommen zu einer weiteren Runde Rosewater. Und wir sind immer noch ganz weit davon entfernt, anzukommen. Wir sind jetzt hier und wir müssen dahin. Ich habe keine Ahnung, was uns hier noch erwartet, weil irgendwas in Bergen wahrscheinlich. Ich weiß auch gar nicht, wie lange das Spiel geht. Wir spielen es jetzt so schon knapp 8 Stunden. Also wenn ich mir das hier angucke und das jetzt immer so häppchenweise, dann dauert das so ein bisschen.
Hey, Jake?
Yeah, Harley?
In your professional opinion, do you think Miss Hitomi's show has what it takes to succeed?
Oh, sure. We really dazzled it up for him. If it ain't a hit, I'll eat my hat.
Okay.
I appreciate the chat.
Anytime, Harley.
Der wird noch zum Problem.
Hey, Danny,
Weil er nicht
let's
mit
talk.
steht.
Sure.
Think Miss Hitomi's show will be a success?
I sure hope so. It still needed some work, but I think we helped out a lot.
No, it cannot be.
Was?
What's going on?
Not sure, but we're slowing down. Must be something important if he convinced Miss Johnson to stop. I'll go have a look. Care to explain what's going on?
I know these people. They're from Jicotea.
All the way out here?
Yes. I thought they might head for the border, as I did. I am relieved to see they made it.
General Márquez, ¿qué haces aquí?
Antonio, it is good to see you are well.
I would not say I am well, General.
This is my companion, Harley Leger.
Has the General recruited you to his cause then?
Not really, no. But you said you're not well? May I ask why?
That is considerate of you. It is good knowing that someone cares about our fate. General?
What are you talking about, Antonio?
You came to our village with your talk of revolution and freedom. You are very persuasive, General. Your words moved people and put many innocent lives in harm's way. No sooner had you arrived than the army came to rain fire upon us. Surely you knew what would happen.
I expected some response, of course. But who could anticipate that those Spanish dogs would behave like such inhuman monsters? But I also believed that the people would resist. And resist they did.
You gave us no choice. We were forced to defend ourselves. But you never allowed us to decide if we wanted to join your fight.
I did not consider.
It is only by God's grace that some of us managed to escape. Jicotea, our home, is gone. Those who survived made our way here to this strange country.
Where is Lieutenant Morales? I ordered him to lead a civilian evacuation as escort. Did he not conduct you to safety?
Yes, he did. But I do not think it would be a good idea for you to see him. In fact, it would be best if you just go now. We do not need any more of your revolution here, General.
Oh.
These people clearly need help. Maybe we can do something for them?
Like what?
Let's poke around. Something might come to us.
Das sieht aber nicht gut aus für ihn.
Seems to be a newspaper from a nearby town.
Rebellen stacheln Pöbel auf. Unruhe. Die 2 Siedler auf benachbarten Grundstücken, die beide den duftenden Moschusgeruch des Viehs des anderen, das Eindringen von Unkraut und aufsteigenden Rauchschwaden ertragen müssen, die vom Nachbarn über die Luft getragen werden, ohne Rücksicht auf Grundstücksgrenzen. So kann auch unsere Nation nicht länger abgeschottet bezüglich den individuellen Problemen unserer Nachbarn im Süden bleiben. Ist aber ein verschachtelter Satz hier. Total Exzess ihres Königs als eine rein interne Angelegenheit der Bürger dieser Kolonie betrachtet werden kann, hat es jedoch dazu geführt, dass die gern aufständischen Flüchtlinge infolge ihrer gescheiterten Aufstände immer weiter nach Norden ziehen. Ja. Sitzen sie dicht im Dunkeln, ein helleres Leben mit selbstgemachten Wachskerzen, fällt ein Sägewerk fast fertig, Arbeiter gesucht. Ist es nicht nötig, dass wir Vespuccianer uns für die Dinge jenseits unserer Grenze interessieren, sollten wir uns sich fragen, ob Bane seine abtrünnigen Bürger, die auf unseren Feldern Zuflucht suchen, wie entlaufene Kinder auf der Flucht vor der Hand des prügelnden Vaters nicht doch zurückfordern könnte. Während die Revolution seit dem Sieg über den rebellischen General Marquez und der Schleifung von Gicotea verstummt ist, sind Berichte aufgetaucht, die etwas Hoffnung für die Sache bieten. Vor 14 Tagen soll die Waffenkammer der Garnison in Loma Verde zerstört worden sein, als sich der dortige Vorrat an Schießpulver nachts entzündete. Ein Unfall oder das Werk von Aufständischen, die nicht aufgegeben haben. Wir haben keine gute Reputation. Das ist Strippe.
There's a length of string tied to this tree. Must have been used to hang laundry.
Ja, aber da ist doch nichts zum Hängen.
It keeps the chill of the forest at bay. The pot hanging above it is empty. There's quite a few people. Doesn't look like they've been camped here very long. Looks like they've set up a lantern. The candle needs replacing. It's almost completely melted.
Wir können nicht weggehen, so oder so nicht. Okay. Dann ab da.
General Marqués. No puede ser.
Isabel, I am glad to see you.
What are you doing here? And who is this?
This is my companion, Harley Leger.
Don't tell me you've begun recruiting Vespuccians. After abandoning your own people, now you've got foreigners dancing to your tune?
Isabel, you are not being fair.
You dare talk to me about fairness? Fairness would be seeing you executed for cowardice.
What?
After drawing the army into a battle, you fled, leaving us to be massacred.
I did no such thing.
You should have stayed and fought with us, first into battle and last to retreat. Instead, you withdrew as Gicotea crumbled. How do you expect to achieve victory if you do not stay to claim it?
I thought...
It was only the brave leadership of Lieutenant Morales that kept us alive. Now, we are stuck here, unable to return and take back what's rightfully ours. I don't want to speak about this anymore. Leave me in peace, General.
Oha.
It's been a long time since anyone used that altar.
Was ist denn im Inventar? Nix, okay.
This shelf probably held many candles once, but there's only some old, dried wax now.
Ich glaube, wir müssen Wachs
A
besorgen.
glob of dried wax. Someone was careless with a candle. The pews have seen better days. Some of them have been converted into makeshift beds. They've turned a pew over to serve as a table, and it seems the collection plate's been turned into a serving plate. Someone left their knife behind. It leads up to the loft, but I'm not risking my neck to see what's up there. Ma'am?
What is it?
Tell me more about yourself, Isabel.
Myself. What can I say? My life has been completely destroyed. I used to take care of my grandchildren, while my son and his wife worked their farm. Now, I am stuck in a strange country with no hope of return. And to complete my torment, the man responsible for it all turns up as if nothing happened.
So.
Is your family here? Did they escape with you?
No. My son stood up to the Spanish tyrants and died defending his home. Last I saw his wife, she was fleeing with the children. I do not know where they went. Lieutenant Morales and his men ushered a group of us out. There was no time to gather anything or find our loved ones.
I'm so sorry.
As am I. Sorry I cannot return to punish those who robbed us of our freedom.
How did you come to shelter in this church?
After crossing into Vespuccia, we soon realized that we could not survive in the open desert. The forest proved just as dangerous. At last, we happened upon this abandoned church. It may not be much, but at least it has walls and a roof.
Would it be possible for us to speak with Lieutenant Morales?
That is out of the question.
We'll talk again later. Phil?
Harley?
Who is this Lieutenant Morales you mentioned?
one of my bravest compadres, and a dear friend. I tasked him with leading the survivors of Jicotea north, across the border, if necessary. If he is here, I would very much like to speak with him.
Right. Carry on. Best to leave her alone for now.
Können aber nichts machen hier.
Could I have a moment?
What do you want?
I'd like to hear more about you.
My name is Antonio Ruiz. Like my family for generations before me, I used to be a baker in our village, Jicotea, but everything changed when General Marquez came to us. Now my family is gone, and I am a refugee in a foreign land.
I'm so sorry.
Better to be alive somewhere strange than dead at home.
How did you wind up in this camp?
Lieutenant Morales got us away from our village and helped us across the border. We decided to head west, out of the desert. 3 weeks ago, we found this abandoned church and set up our camp. It has not been easy. We have sick and injured, and we have already lost some along the way. We cannot stay here forever. We need to find a more permanent home.
Tell me about Isabel.
Isabel is misguided. She believes we should return to Jicotea and fight. She refuses to see the truth. We are better off in Vespuccia. A revolution is a lost cause. Our own country would have us submit or die. All that is left to us is to start a new life here.
We'd like to see Lieutenant Morales.
As I said before, that is not a good idea. Lieutenant Morales has been through enough already. I do not want to torment him further by allowing General Marquez an audience.
Thank you, sir.
Adios, señorita.
Der hat aber was angestellt.
Harley?
Isabel and Antonio aren't too fond of you. Think we might be able to bury the hatchet?
Perhaps. I have been thinking about what might serve for a peace offering.
I'm listening.
These people have lost so much. They have not had the opportunity to properly mourn. I would like to present them with a candle of remembrance.
What's that?
A simple votive candle, lit to honor those who have passed. We just need to find or make one. I hope they might appreciate the gesture.
Right. Carry on.
Dann nehmen wir jetzt die Reste.
Don't mind if I do.
Ich nehme auch die Schnur. Für den Docht. Für eine große Kerze. Mindestens so.
It's tied on really tight. Can't just rip it off.
Wir haben nichts zum Zerruppen. Oh, guck mal, wir haben einen Topf, da können wir das Wachs schmelzen. Und ein Messer haben wir ja.
This is stuck fast. No way I can just pull it off. I'll take some of this wax.
Alles.
I'll just borrow this for a spill. Got it. That should be enough wax. How about that? Harley Leger, Chandler extraordinaire. I think Phil should be the one to present the candle.
Okay.
Here, I made a remembrance candle for you.
Yes, this will work. Good. I can call everyone together for a vigil. A moment of peace is sorely needed. But there is one more thing. These people cannot stay here. They need a plan of action.
Seems like they've already got some ideas.
Yes, Antonio and Isabel are at odds. But there is merit in both of their positions. I do not know whose leadership would benefit this community more. Although my influence is somewhat diminished, I feel that many might still be swayed if I were to lend my voice in support of one or the other. Who would you choose, were you in my position?
Oh.
What are the arguments in favor of each? Walk me through it.
Well, Isabel's heart still burns with the spirits of the revolution, and she says that many feel the same. She would have them go back in defiance of a government so morally corrupt that it would send soldiers to massacre simple villagers.
What do you think would happen to them?
They would all be risking their lives, but they would also be sending a powerful message. The revolution lives. The people yearn to be free. We will not surrender to evil. Such a proclamation cannot be ignored. And when enough voices finally shout it all at once, it cannot be resisted.
And the points in Antonio's favor?
Antonio rightly says that the people of Jicotea did not ask for their village to become a fortress of the resistance. By my coming, I made it a target. They were swept up in something over which they had no control and no say. And they have already paid a steep price.
But surely there must have been some support for the revolution among the people, or you wouldn't have gone there in the first place.
Some, yes. Many were sympathetic to our aims, but had not yet been moved to action. We were trying to rally support. A brave man may offer up his life for a cause, but may he bravely offer up the lives of others.
Das ist so eine moralische Entscheidung. Eigentlich würde ich sagen, komm, du musst das selber entscheiden. Das ist möglicherweise der Tod, das ist der Neuanfang. Hier werden aber Werte verraten, hier nicht. Das ist so... Ach komm.
This isn't my decision to make. You have a responsibility to these people, so you must choose what you think is right.
You are right. When the devil comes to your door, if you do not chase him away with every last bit of your strength, you invite him into your home forever. If the people of Jicotea value their freedom and are willing to fight for it, they should be given that chance. I will go speak with Isabel, gather the villagers, and meet me in the church.
All right.
Amigos, thank you all for gathering to listen to my words. You all have suffered tremendously. I know you do not look favorably upon me, but I wish to offer my sincerest condolences and take a moment to remember the fallen. Whether or not they would have chosen this fight, it came to them unasked and claimed their lives. Eusebio López, Gloria Hernández, Abel Martínez. All martyrs of the revolution. Let us cherish their memory and ensure that their names are never forgotten. Now that we have honored the past, let us speak of the future. Isabel has made me realize how unfair I have been. I brought the war to your doorstep and then sent you away. For that, I am truly sorry. But the truth is, we must continue to fight.
What? No, it is far too late for that. The revolution is a lost cause.
I understand your sentiment, Antonio, but you are wrong. Injustice will come for us all whether we choose to face it or bury our heads in the sand. We have suffered a great blow, but our cause is lost only when we all give up. Peace cannot be won without fighting for it. And I believe you all still have much fight left in you.
Órale!
Isabel will lead you all home. Once I have completed my business here, I will join you. Together, we shall continue our revolution and blaze a path to victory. Honor y victoria! Viva la revolución!
Thank you, General. That was exactly what we needed to hear.
It was the least I could do. I hope you can forgive me for my prior oversights.
You are forgiven. Before you go, you were asking about Lieutenant Morales? I will take you to him if you wish.
Please.
Follow me.
When did this happen?
2 weeks ago. Some of the children were playing in the forest when they startled a mother bear with her cub. There is nothing more dangerous than a mother defending her brood. Lieutenant Morales got them to safety, but the beast mortally wounded him.
Brave to the last.
Indeed. He died a hero's death protecting the vulnerable.
May I have a moment? Lieutenant Morales, I promise your death will not be in vain. We will carry your name on our lips when we march to victory. Until we meet again, old friend. Come, Harley. Let us continue our journey. Adios, Isabel.
Adios, General.
Wer sagte, dass er doch mitkommt danach oder nachträglich dann hingeht?
Why don't you go on ahead? I'd like a minute to collect my thoughts.
Very well.
Okay, was passiert jetzt? Meiner Meinung nach war Phils Sünde nicht die Anstiftung zum Blutvergießen, sondern sein vorzeitiger Rückzug. Diese beiden waren wie die Inkarnation des schimpfenden Engels und des Teufels, die seit jenem schicksalhaften Tag zanken auf Phils hängenden Schultern hockten. Aber wie sollte man wissen, wer von beiden welcher war? Von Diskussionen und Zweifeln geplagt, wandte er sich an mich und bat um Rat, aber diese Entscheidung lag bei ihm. Phil zündete eine Kerze zum Gedenken an die Toten an und sprach über die Ideale der Revolution. Lässt man sich einschüchtern, ist das nie gut für die Eingeschüchterten. Das ist eine harte Wahrheit in dieser traurigen Welt, aber ich hoffe, dass die Menschen sie hören wollten. Seit wir das Flüchtlingslager verlassen haben, schien es, als ob ein wenig von dieser Last von Phils Schultern abfiel. Vielleicht haben der Engel und der Teufel endlich den Weg verstanden, sich aus dem Staub gemacht. Aber warum sind wir hier separat? Irgendwas passiert doch jetzt.
Oh, good, you're back. We're low on food. If we want to eat tonight, we'll need to hunt for more. I'll let y'all decide what we're after. Round here, the fishing's pretty good, and there's plenty of rabbits and pheasants. Personally, I'd suggest rabbits. Easiest to catch and prepare.
I wouldn't be opposed to some pheasant. Danny makes a mean stew.
Yeah, that sounds good.
What kind of fish are common around here?
Mostly salmon.
Ah, then fishing gets my vote.
Yes, I vote fishing as well.
And you, Leger?
I'll go with rabbits.
So we got a three-way tie, but we'll give Lisa Lou the deciding vote. What do you say, girl? Rabbit it is. Come on, Leger, you're with us. Rest of you start setting up camp for this evening.
Mist. Die Blumen waren vorhin noch nicht da.
This is a good spot. I'll set up the snare. You go look for some bait.
Like what?
Queen Sarah's lace or wild carrot. Look for the puffy white flowers. Bring me at least 3.
Will do. I don't think these are the flowers I'm looking for. She looks happy to be out stretching her legs. Good girl. A clump of puffy white flowers.
Löwenzahn. Was ist das hier für ein Pilzkreis?
This should be enough to bait the snare. A ring of mushrooms.
Burns, burns, burns. A ring of mushrooms. A ring of mushrooms.
This log's been here a while. No birds around. Guess this nest is abandoned. Definitely not these. Here you go.
Thanks. Now let's keep our distance.
Fünf, vier, drei,
And now we wait.
zwei, eins.
Come to think of it, I've never eaten rabbit before.
You've had chicken?
Sure, plenty.
Practically the same.
Sounds like we got one.
Should have enough for a
Jetzt
decent
ist da ein
meal
Bär
in
drin,
no
pass
time.
auf.
Not bad. We eat well tonight. What is it, girl? Oh, shit.
Holy.
Quiet. Do exactly as I say. Back away, nice and slow. Thank the Lord it ain't a mama bear, just a juvenile. Probably smelled the rabbits. Still plenty dangerous.
I'm backing away some more.
All right, I'm with you. Damn it, run!
Oh nein, nicht das.
Good. You go on gobbling that up.
That was close.
We're lucky we didn't get tore to shreds.
I'm sorry, I panicked.
Next time, you listen to me. Understood?
Yes, Miss Johnson.
Now come on. You can have the honor of explaining why we're coming back empty-handed.
Ich bin jetzt schuld. Die anderen waren jetzt schon fischen oder so.
Hope there was enough for everybody. I tried to make as much stew as I could.
Don't fret, Danny boy. A small taste's better than none at all. I tell you, getting to El Presidio will be worth it just to eat at a restaurant again.
We're lucky the Fortines left us some of their spare jerky at least.
Don't know if lucky is the word. So, I've been meaning to ask, what's everybody planning on doing with their share of Clark's stash?
Jake, is that something we should really be talking about?
Look, I ain't deaf. I've known about your little treasure hunt for a while. Far as I'm concerned, that's your business, and I want no part of it. You paid me to get you to El Presidio, and that's what I'm doing.
That's noble of you, Miss Johnson. Most folk would demand a cut.
I ain't most folk. I was taught to earn an honest living, and that's what I intend to do.
Anyhow, the question stands.
I think I'd like to buy a new pair of six-shooters. Maybe a horse. It'd be nice to travel the countryside, too.
Have we not been doing that?
Well, sure, but I meant for pleasure. What about you, Phil?
My share will go to the revolution, of course. With full coffers, we will more readily find willing allies. And, of course, I will send something to assist the refugees here in Vespuccia.
That's good of you, Phil. I think I'd like to open my own clinic.
Dr. Redbird, eh?
Well, no, I can't practice as a doctor without a medical license. But I could continue as an herbalist, or maybe a midwife.
So get your medical license. You're already worth 10 of those frontier quacks out there. They're all practicing with some scrap of parchment they paid some fancy school for. You could just write in for one. You'd never have to attend a class or show your face.
Perhaps that's something to consider. You sure you aren't interested in joining us, Miss Johnson? The extra money could let you stay in one place for a while.
An interesting thought. But I don't mind moving around, at least until I find something worth staying put for.
What about you, Harley?
I'm not much for chasing dreams. I'll let you know my plans once I've got the money in hand.
Fair enough.
And you, Jake?
Oh, I haven't really thought about it.
But you asked the question.
Sure, but 'cause I was curious about you folks. Truth be told, I ain't in much of a hurry for this trip to end.
Well, that's awful sweet.
Oh, I'll lay off, will you?
Der wird noch ein Problem
All
werden.
right, folks, I'm turning in. See y'all in the morning.
Er wird noch...
How are you feeling, Phil?
Oh, well, I have had much to think about of late. Learning the fate of Lieutenant Morales and the refugees has left me uneasy. I ask myself whether we did the right thing. And what of the revolution? Or the mystery of the fort's Aurum shipments? I have yet to hear from Lieutenant General de la Vega regarding either. So many questions and so few answers.
Sounds like you really do have a lot on your mind.
Indeed. Would you like to join me in a toast to the fallen?
I'll pass on the drink, but I'll join you in saluting their memory.
A curious custom you follow. But, all right. A los caídos. Salud! I have been meaning to ask. More than once now, you have refused to imbibe during a toast.
Ich wusste, dass das
Where I
kommt.
am from, this could be considered anything from a social misstep to a downright insult. Why do you do this, Is this a common thing among Vespuccians?
Hm.
Not so common, no. I just don't drink much. Never really saw the benefit, and I've seen plenty of harm. Doesn't mean I don't want to spend time together or honor what's important.
Fascinating. What a refreshing and unusual perspective. It is always a pleasure to raise a glass with you, my friend, whether there is anything in it or not. I believe I will retire for the evening. Good night to you all.
Doing all right, Danny?
I think so, yeah. I'm feeling pretty tired. Think I'll hit the hay.
Ich habe doch nicht mal was gefragt. Ja, haut ab.
Glad to see you and Lisa Lou getting along so well.
She's a great pup. Suddenly the road feels a little less lonely. Ain't that right, girl? Who's a good pup?
You okay, Nadine? You seem lost in thought.
Oh, I was just contemplating what Miss Johnson said about me getting a license. I never really thought about it before. On one hand, it's exciting to think about all the possibilities, but it's also just as terrifying to consider the unknown.
Well, I think Miss Johnson has a point. You should try for your license. Anyway, isn't considering the unknown all part of being a doctor?
That's an interesting way of looking at it. I'll give it some more thought. It seems I'm sleepier than I thought. I should get to bed.
Fair enough. Get some rest.
Good night, Harley.
Looks like you and I are the last ones standing for a change.
Imagine that. You going to bed?
Guess so. You?
Not just yet. Time to get in my nightly walk.
Ja, pass auf die Bären auf.
All right. Enjoy yourself. See you in the morning.
Good night, Leger.
Irgendwas
Come
passiert
on,
jetzt.
girl.
Die ist nicht da.
Morning. We ready to head out?
We should be once Lola returns. She said she was going to go scout down the road a ways.
That was a while ago. Maybe we should go check on her.
I'll go look for her.
You sure?
Yeah. Be back in no time.
Okay, jetzt ist was passiert.
The breakfast fire's still going.
Oh, sie ist da. Okay.
Everything all right?
Oh, yeah. Just some damn vandals making trouble.
Vandals? I don't follow.
Just have a look. Somebody's desecrated this traveler's shrine.
What's a traveler's shrine?
A custom of the road. Folks set 'em up for lots of reasons. Some think they bring luck. Others use 'em to pray to St. Christopher. Sometimes they have gifts or supplies you can use, provided you leave something for the next traveler.
We can't just leave the shrine like this. Can we fix it?
Yes, I think we can. Whoever did this probably just scattered everything around. We can search the area for what's missing.
What exactly are we looking for?
Well, the icon of St. Christopher, for one. See all that writing on the boulder next to the shrine? There was probably something people used to make those marks, but that's also gone. And the offering box is empty, so we should put something in before we go.
All right, let's get to work.
Okay.
It's covered in writing. Mostly place names, but a few messages here and there. What's all this writing mean?
Folk usually write the name of their destination on a nearby surface.
Someone left some oranges, but they've gone moldy. Looks like this is where the writing tool is supposed to go.
Okay, das finden wir hoffentlich. Da lang, da lang, da lang. Okay.
Nice little pond.
Keep your distance. That's poison ivy.
This bottle's still intact. Interesting looking mushrooms.
Very interesting. Especially if you want to poison somebody.
Waschern.
Watch out for the broken glass there.
People have no regard.
Damals wie heute.
There's a big hole in that tree. Nothing inside but dead leaves and insects.
Halt, warte mal. Wir haben eine Flasche. Wir haben hier Wasser. Stimmt, können wir das auffüllen. Okay.
Hope you ain't thinking of drinking that.
Something wrong?
That water's stagnant. Unless you want to be running out both ends, you better boil it first.
Okay. Dann kochen wir das.
I'm heading back to camp for a spill.
All right, then.
This shouldn't take long. There, nice and clean.
So, was haben wir hier?
The
Moos.
tree's covered in moss. A pile of dead leaves. Hey, a piece of chalk. What's this? Looks like I found St. Christopher.
Good.
Yuck. What's that?
Probably a squirrel or chipmunk.
Okay. Dann haben wir vielleicht alles, ne? Was wir brauchen.
I can't write on the boulder with that. You said people write where they're going on here?
Yes, or message or prayer to St. Christopher. Observing the tradition?
Yes. I think our destination will suffice. There.
Okay.
There you are, St. Christopher. Back where you belong. Nope, that doesn't go there. Leftover tea from the other side of the world. Nope. Nope. It's a beautiful wooden box with an inlaid scrimshaw carving. Says it's from Ceylon. Someone left some orange. That must be where the supplies go. There. Now the next thirsty traveler can have some clean drinking water.
Okay.
Right? I think that's everything.
Not quite.
Leaving your own mark?
Yep.
Wo auch immer.
What do you mean by wherever?
Simple. I'm asking for safe passage to wherever I end up.
And where's that?
Damned if I know. Right now, the only way I'm going is forward. We all got our paths in this life. I'm just trying to forge mine.
I hear you, but I wouldn't mind having a home I can call my own someday.
You're hoping to find that in El Presidio?
Not necessarily, but moving around all the time is losing its appeal. I'd only been in Rosewater a day before we started this trip. Before that, I lived in Pierre a few years after moving from Rampton, but I grew up in New Bretagne.
Lamplight City? So you're one of them tough gals, huh?
Well, there was a time I boxed under the name Spitfire Harley.
No kidding. Guess that explains a few things. We should head back to camp and get a move on. Sun's already higher than I'd like.
After you, Miss Johnson.
Call me Lola.
Oh, wir sind sehr weit vorangekommen. Oder auch nicht. Tagebuch aktualisiert. Was steht denn da drin? Oh, es poltert wieder. Ein Wald voller Wild. All dem Bestand des Abends hauptsächlich aus Kartoffelsuppe mit Kräutern, durchzogen von ein paar zähen Fleischresten. Oh, das tut mir leid. Als ich den Schreiben wieder in Ordnung brachte, fühlte sie sich besser, glaube ich. Mir ging es genauso. Wir haben indirekt eine eigene Botschaft hinterlassen. Jemand war hier, ihm es nicht egal ist. Geht es weiter. Alles schön. So, gucken wir mal.
Phil?
Harley?
Must have been hard seeing your people struggling like that.
It was, yes. I have faith in Isabel's leadership. She will get her people safely back to New Spain. I look forward to rejoining them after our journey is concluded.
We'll talk more later.
I look forward to it.
Hey, Nadine.
Hello, Harley.
How have you been liking our journey so far? Nice change of scene for you?
I feel as though I've seen and done more in the past few days than I have in my whole life.
We're slowing down.
Oh, good. I was thinking we were about due for a stop.
I could use a walk.
There's a man standing by the side of the road. Maybe we should see if he's all right.